Thanks to prominent data miner Antimeme, we've had a look at some truly amazing cut footage from the Dark Pictures games, as well as The Quarry. We've had theories confirmed and surprises uncovered, but most importantly, we've gotten an even better sense of just how complicated these games are to produce. Now we're going to take a look at one more brief scene, a bit that I find both darkly humorous and fascinating for a reason we'll get into once we've seen it. So, with no further ado, here's a bit from the siege in House of Ashes.
Shit! Clarice! I'm sorry. Forgive me.
So, on one level, hilarious. Rachel gets Clarice to swing across with her, defends her to the other people, does everything she can to protect the woman, and then bang, shoots her in the face. Dark comedy at its best. It's honestly such a great moment that it makes you wonder why they cut it out of the game. Well, to I assume nobody's surprise, I have a theory about that. Obviously something like this isn't going to happen automatically. Characters don't just get killed without the player making a decision. So the question becomes, what kind of decision is the player making that triggers this? Let's look at the context. Rachel is working away at the computer. Somebody's sneaking up behind her silently. This obviously isn't a conversation compass wheel moment, and it's not a decision point where you have to tilt your stick between two areas of the screen, because what would those options say? Shoot shadow or keep working? I don't think this was supposed to be a tap the button QTE either. Given the staging of the scene, I'm pretty sure this was originally going to be an aim the gun QTE, where everything slows down and you get to aim and shoot, or miss, if you prefer. Or yes, not shoot at all. So why would they cut this from the game? That's a tough one to say. Although my guess is that too many people were shooting Clarice, and they felt that it was a little unfair. Yes, something almost exactly like this happens in Little Hope with Amy, but in that case, you're not in a tense situation, and you have time to think about whether you want to shoot or not. Here, you're in the middle of a siege as vampires are swarming all around, and you're already on a hair trigger. So of course you're going to shoot a shadowy vampire figure if you get a chance to. Why would you not? And if everyone's getting this Clarice death, then you're missing out on the debate and the consequences of trying to save her, which is a huge part of the death chamber sequence. Likewise, it's possible this could have wound up feeling a little redundant to the developers, as players were already able to accidentally kill Merwin while trying to rescue him, making this essentially them doubling up on the same nasty twist. I'm sad that it's gone, and I wish it had made it into the game, but I think I get why it was cut. On the other hand, I'm absolutely shattered by the loss of this next bit, which isn't even a cut scene, but rather a cut character from a scene. Yes, in addition to deleted scenes and dialogue, Antimeme found a ton of other interesting stuff in the games. And this is maybe the most interesting thing of all. It's Checkpoint Woman, the woman that Jason ordered Nick to shoot, leaving both of them haunted by their actions. Here you can see her model dropping into a Salim area, so we can get a sense of what she would have looked like in what was presumably a vampire venom-induced hallucination that Jason suffered from. Tragically, there's no sign of a monster version of her face that we can intuit exists based on the monster Zane that we had evidence of. Still though, this is a fantastic find. While there's no evidence that any major work was done on actually building the checkpoint map, and there's no audio clips of that sequence yet found in the game's code, the fact that this model exists shows us a not insignificant amount of work went into making the Jason hallucination before it was cancelled. Meaning, there's a possibility that even if audio lines aren't floating around there somewhere, there's definitely a script laying out everything that was supposed to happen in it, which is hopefully something we'll get a look at someday. These scenes are just the tip of the iceberg when it comes to what Antimeme has discovered. The total is now over 2,200 new lines and interactions across all 4 Dark Pictures games and The Quarry. In addition to that, his Boosty account has configs and mods for the various games, including my beloved first-person mode. I put the links into the description below the video if you want to head over there and give them a look. It's truly an amazing amount of work he's put in, and I can't wait to see what he turns up after we've gotten a chance to start digging into Directive 8020. For now, though, I've been the Hidden Object Guru. Thanks for watching. If you had a good time and you'd like to see more, there's buttons coming up to help with that. Questions, comments, or suggestions for other topics you'd like to see covered, go in the comments section below the video. Be sure to check out my game, Clown in the Woods, a visual novel that's free to play over at itch.io. I will see you back here for more Dark Pictures videos, but until then I'll say that's right, au revoir.